Hello, welcome back to the North Mankato Community Update. I'm Anna Brown, and I'm joined by City Administrator John Herenstein.
Great to be here.
Hello. And Mayor Mark Dean.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you guys?
Doing well, a little toasty, but we're doing well.
We decided to come inside for this event because it's a little warm on the outside at the time of taping. So.
Yeah, today was an inside location day for sure.
Definitely.
So we are in the entrance of Fire Station 2 up on Howard Drive in Upper North Mankato. We're here to shed light on the recruitment efforts that the fire department is currently going through. What more information do interested residents need to know about that?
Well, the city depends on the volunteer firemen to keep us safe and protected, and they do a great job for us. Right. And there's 36 guys that really go through tons of training and do a great job of protecting the community. But as usual, we're having some transition with some guys retiring now, and so it's time to reload the ranks a little bit. So we do have some opportunities for that, and there will be an informational meeting up here on August 24th that we invite anybody that would be interested. Bring your spouse if you'd like, and come on up and get some information from Chief Dan Kiefer and the rest of the crew that'll be up here, and they'll kind of explain to you what the requirements are and what they need and what they're looking for, what the time commitment is.
Yeah, truly, we talk about gems in North Mankato. We talk about the pool or the library or our park system or our trail system. The volunteer fire department is truly one of those gems, and really is one of the oldest organizations in the community, dating back from the inception of the town when it was incorporated. Was probably taken up at one of the first meetings that the first town fathers had. And huge thanks to that group for responding dutifully and consistently and maintaining their volunteerism during the pandemic. If you want to join a great group of a great team that's serving our community, I can think of no better way to volunteer and be a part of something that's really providing direct safety value, financial value, quality of life value for North Mankato.
They are a very professional organization, and they do a great job for the community, and we can't say enough to thank them. So we hope that there's some folks out there that'd like to join us and help them. And to John's point, we have the 1925 REO Speedwagon fire truck, which is my favorite ride in the city, and it's been around since the fire department's been around, so the entire time. So it's great to have them up here, and so we hope people will come out for that. Which segues us right into, we'll be having Night to Unite on August 3rd, and so the firemen will be out. They'll be coming out to the parties. If you want to have a party, certainly register with the city. We can do that. They'll be down at the Storybook Park for an appearance down there. So firemen will be there, and as will the police department. And again, another great organization that helps us out in this community a lot.
I know they let the kids grab the hoses and spray them when they come around to those parties, so that's pretty exciting. They get to crawl around in the trucks. But speaking of Night to Unite, we also have openings on our police reserve force, another gem of our community. Don't want to forget that important group. You might see them at different events like Fun Days or Blues on Belgrade or any sort of the community events we have that are larger in size and occasionally need crowd control. Volunteer position, working hand in hand with our local police department to ensure these events are, carried out flawlessly and safely. So
exactly, and they're again, it's a group of volunteers that really help the city out, and we appreciate everything that they do for us and the work they do with the police department. And to John's point, traffic management, where we're having the parade, or they were down at Blues on Belgrade this last weekend, where they were out there keeping an eye on the crowd and providing service and assistance if there was any needed. So
wide variety of ages in that group as well, from longtime residents just interested in being part of city events to maybe some younger individuals who are interested in exploring what a career in police service might be. We certainly would encourage those of you who might know somebody interested in exploring that route to point them to the reserve application.
Yep. For sure. So like you mentioned, the informational meeting here on the 24th, and then the police reserve applications can be found at the police annex. Just stop by there, and Chief Ross Gullickson can help you out there. And segueing off of the reserves, they will also be at Cone with a Cop on the 15th.
Which is always one of my favorite events. Cone with the Cop is August 15th from 2 to 4 on the Sunday afternoon, and it's over at Culver's. We appreciate the partnership with Culver's to make that a great community event. We invite all the kids, young and old, to come out and enjoy a cone with the cop and get a chance to meet our police officers and some of our reserves, and just have a casual opportunity to meet with them and see who they are and make some connections that way. That's that's how we do community policing in North Mankato, and that's really a value to all of our citizens. The police provide the safety, but they rely on the community to provide them the information to make that so. So it's a great opportunity to connect with them.
Yeah, and I think this follows another event that they had earlier this summer up at Messiah Lutheran on the corner there. Great outreach with the community. Even received some comments from residents after that event saying how just sort of warming it was to see the police department interacting with the community in that way, throwing frisbees, introducing themselves to families. And, want to appreciate the fact that our department takes that so seriously. A lot of times we talk about community policing as not a program for us, but just a culture. And our officers and patrolmen do that, I think, better than anybody in the region. So thanks to them.
Yep, thank you to them.
Right. Yeah. And then kind of going a different direction, there's a couple events with the library up on top of the hill that are going on. Movies in the Park on the 6th, I think at Benson Park. You take your family, John, maybe?
Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
So that would be this on Friday, the August 6th, starts at dusk roughly, so 8, 9 o'clock, I suppose. And we'll change the venue. Usually it's been in Wheeler or it's been down in Spring Lake, but this year we're going to take it up onto Benson and try that out. So another opportunity for the community to come out and maybe enjoy a park that they haven't seen for a while, and just have a great night of family fun again. So I did not see what the movie was, so.
I think it's Scooby-Doo.
It was just decided. It probably didn't make it onto the agenda. So,
well, there you go.
I believe
So
we
now-
found out yesterday that it was going to be Scooby-Doo. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's time for
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. I like that.
And while you're up at Benson Park, take a stop at the fishing pier that we installed a few years ago. Maybe jump on the rocks that were on Judson Bottom Road a couple of years ago.
And then there's the zip line.
And the zip line.
You gotta
So
like the
there's a
zip
lot of
line.
activities going on up there.
Exactly. So that's awesome.
Yeah. And we do have, while we'll be in September, we're going to have a Symphony on the Prairie later this year up at Benson Park as well, commemorating September 11th. So I'm sure we'll have more to talk about in the next segment, but it'll be a great event.
That'll be a great opportunity to bring the symphony out to the outdoors and really have people enjoy that in a different setting. So it looks really to be promising.
It'll be a fun event.
Yep, absolutely.
More exciting things at Caswell, at Caswell North and at Caswell Park. There are new EV chargers located there, correct? I
Correct.
believe you've taken a visit to them?
Yes, I have. They just we just got those installed. So they're the level 2 chargers, one at Caswell North and one at Caswell Softball. And so an opportunity for people that are using their electric vehicles to pull in, charge up while they're watching a game or an event, and come out and try those out. So we're trying to get those scattered throughout the community, make those easily accessible for folks as they're traveling through and around our community. And so those are now out there, and we look forward to people using them.
Well, appreciate your leadership in advancing that sustainable option for residents, as well as a growing number of electric vehicles in the area. At this point in time, we're actually considering adding a couple to the fleet of city vehicles just to sort of build on the momentum of having the chargers in town. But, Mayor Dean was the leading advocate of getting the charger on Commerce Drive, which is the level 1 charger,
Level 3.
Level 3.
Level 3, the fast one.
Yeah, and so you can be in and out of there in 20 minutes, and then additionally pushing for these other chargers at high traffic parking lots. Perhaps we'll even see a level 3 charger in Lower North Mankato sometime.
Mm-hmm. And these are in partnership with the Olsef Foundation and Benko?
Yep.
correct?
Exactly right. And so we appreciate that partnership to make these come to fruition. And it's kind of the wave of the future. You heard the governor recently endorse that clean energy emission rules for the state of Minnesota, 15th state in the country to do that. And it is the way things are kind of moving. But to make that work, you have to have the infrastructure to go with it. So
We're not closing down the gas station.
not yet.
Just,
Not yet.
gas vehicles are still welcome.
That's right.
Just offering options.
Yes.
Even tractors.
Even tractors.
Yes.
That's good.
All right. And then finally, the Football League will kick off their season at the end of the month. And we are still taking registrations for that, correct?
Well, I mean, this is the time to sign up. Get your children signed up if they're going to play youth football. The next 2 weeks is critical because I think they're going to be starting in September. Great new program that the city of North Mankato worked collaboratively with the original volunteers who managed the North Mankato Youth Football Organization to transition that into our Caswell Sports youth program. Led by Neil Kaus, who's done a great job with gathering up sponsorships and excitement around the program. And we'll have both East and West teams. We'll be playing up at South Central College fields and then at the East High School fields. So.
And that's for kids from third grade to sixth grade,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And so it's a great opportunity. My son went through it. It's an awesome opportunity to play some football and find out how that all works. And we really do appreciate the work of the founding of that organization, Dennis Hood and Mick Montag, that organized that and got that started at the beginning. And now they've kind of segued it to us, and it's still a great opportunity for the entire city, Mankato and North Mankato, for the kids to come out and play football. So we're really thrilled to have that as part of the Caswell family now. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I think that it's even grown this year to include flag football starting at kindergarten, and all that information is on their website.
There you go. Very good. I don't want to forget, we were talking about it being hot. We do have a couple of adult nights at the
Very
pool
good.
yet.
Yes.
The second and fourth Fridays of the month. So if you haven't been down and had some fun there, or you have been down and had some fun down there, the next one, I think, Anna, you said it was Jaws and Claws.
Yes.
Which seems like an odd combination to me, but
Maybe
Jaws
it'll work.
movie and a White Claw seems like it'll probably work. It could
They
work.
sell like hotcakes. I've
They
been down
do.
there. It's a big seller.
It's been a good time. Yeah, and this month they do have some changed times just because the sunset is earlier now. So just check that out on Facebook page or their website if you're curious about that. But definitely
absolutely.
check it out.
Yep, absolutely. Lots of fun.
It's always fun in North Mankato,
It is. Yeah.
especially in the summer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Always busy.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget, we're just finishing up Music in the Park. That was in Wheeler Park on Thursdays in September. Now that'll switch over to Live at 5, which will be in Mankato at the Grand Lawn in front of the Civic Center. But we will have Music in the Park back for September, again on Thursday. So again, watch for that. We'll be bringing the bands back out to that. And so I was at the last one. There were 500 people down there, and it was a great night with a little breeze and underneath those beautiful cottonwood trees down in Wheeler Park. It was just very nice, very calm, very cool down there, despite the warm temperatures that we've been experiencing. So it was a great time. We hope everybody will keep coming back out.
Fun event for all ages.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me
Thank
here
you.
at the fire station I should say,
Station 2.
today. And thank you for joining us. This has been the North Mankato Community Update.